Hello friends, I am Jain. This is our channel Jain Social. Can you imagine after you complete the schooling, if you want to get admission in premier institutions, if you have cut off 100%, then only you can get your respective course which you dream to be continue your career. Yeah, it had happened in Delhi University. What is this issue all about and what is the reason behind it? Is it because of the number of students now enrolling in higher education after completing schooling has been increasing day by day, year after year, or it is because of the dreamed courses of students are available only very limited number, or is it because of the premier institution which offers those courses are only limited number available in India? For instance, Indian Institute of Technology or Indian Institute of Management or the Indian Institute of Science. Then what about the students, those who are unable to continue their career in good higher educational institutions? They only left with the remaining educational institutions where they can continue their career. If it is only choice available to them, then the institutions which are unable to train the students to the skill set which needed to the 21st century job market, then how the students will get the employment opportunities, or they can be a self-employer. Presently, we are proud of India is under the phase of demographic dividend, which means 65% of Indians are under the age of 35 years of age. So, which offer more number of labor force in their economic activities. Then, what kind of targets are fixed in new educational policy 2020 to improve the quality of higher educational institutions and increase the skill set of students and also assess the students, those who are taking the higher educational courses? We are going to reveal everything in this video. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and also click the bell icon. Then the moment I post the video, it will reach you immediately. Recently, Delhi University released first list of students, those who have joined undergraduate programs in its 90 colleges, where the cutoff mark for few courses have reached almost 100%. If you want to know the reason for such an unimaginable cutoff, we must know few statistics. There are about 1,000 universities and 40,000 colleges in India. Many universities have affiliated more than 1,000 colleges, but only 4% of colleges have enrollment more than 3,000, where about 16% of colleges offer enrollment only less than 100 students. So, the number of quality higher educational institutions are limited in India. All India Educational Survey 2018-19, which says that cross enrollment ratio in Delhi 46.3%, which is only 26.3% in India. What does it mean? It means only 46% of Delhi students, those who are in the age group of 18 to 23, who have enrolled in higher educational programs, which is only 26% in all around India. So, the aspiration of Delhi students are not met by the quality higher education institution, including the university and standalone institutions, which lead to the unreasonable cutoff. In few other states, the cross enrollment ratio is about 50. So, the story is more or less similar to Delhi. Why the cross enrollment ratio is about 50 in Delhi? Because Delhi is one of the educationally and economically well developed union territories, which is also the capital city of India. So it is quite natural for other people from other states used to come for higher educations or employment opportunities in Delhi, and even foreign students may come for prosper their career in Delhi. National Education Policy 2020, which have a target of 100% enrollment in every stage of school education, that is from free school to secondary level. So it is quite natural in coming days there will be more number of students will go for higher educational programs. And also the National Education Policy, which have a target of about 50% cross enrollment ratio in higher educational program before 2035. So there will be additionally about 35 million students will come for higher educational program in coming days. So we need more quality higher educational institutions to offer quality courses and develop the skill set of students. India is already in a big burden of unemployment because every year we are producing more number of graduates. For instance, MBBS doctors, nurses and engineers. Unless something transformative is done, India will be headed towards more number of unemployed graduates due to the poor quality of educational institutions and the generation of disenchanted youth due to the systematic failure in equip them with the required skill set. The National Education Policy 2020, which focus on increasing the number of multidisciplinary universities or colleges, which will offer multidisciplinary courses. Each such multidisciplinary institution used to have more than 3,000 students, and in every district at least one such institution or near to one institution in India. Then they will move away from normally offering degree courses. The National Education Policy 2020 also focusing on to make higher educational institutions self-regulated and autonomous, which means these institutions will have more right in their administration regarding decision making and course design. The National Education Policy 2020, which allows the foreign universities to open their campuses in India, so we can expect more private participation and private investment in higher education in India. For the problem of unreasonable cutoff to be rooted out, the National Education Policy envisages student assessment reform in school leaving certificate and entrance exam is critical. Both need to be simultaneously done very soon. Higher educational institutions using school mark as cutoff to reduce the number of applications to start their program shows their laziness, because in India there are multiple board of school education. For instance, every state board used to have their respective board exam, then the central board like CBSE, NCRT, every board have different syllabus and different way of assessing the student. Some board may have the easy question to make all students clear the final exam. Some board may have a difficult question which used to assess the student very strictly and critically. So each secondary school student's mark is the byproduct from different school board with different syllabus and assessment method. Can't be a common cutoff mark to get seat in higher educational institutions. So the school percentages are not the correct marker to assess the students' readiness to go for higher education, because there is no standardized method followed in school system to assess the student. So we need a broad assessment method to assess the students' performance in school. For instance, we may include secondary school level from 9th standard to 12th standard students' performance in class test, class assignment, leading to the development of students' portfolio. Then the higher educational institutions must use these students' portfolio as basics and try to assess whether the prospective students has developed the attributes to go for the higher education while giving admission, because of different and inadequate assessment method which are followed in different state school board. Though the students from rural background used to get good marks in school, but they are struggling hard to compete with the students those who studied in the CBSE syllabus, because of different school boards, different syllabus, different assessment method, but all are writing the common entrance exam NEET to get the MBBS seat in good high quality educational institution. It is really sad to know year after year there are few committing suicide because they didn't get enough cutoff mark in the NEET exam. In order to stop such a kind of bad incident, we must have common syllabus and common standardized assessment method for every students in India, in every school boards, at least from secondary school level, that is from 9th standard to 12th standard. And also, if we do not reform the assessment in higher educational institutions, then we will have here tens of billions of graduates who are unable to generate employment themselves or get employment in anywhere in the country. So friends, what do you think about the best assessment method for students? Give your opinion in the comment section. If you like this video, please click the like button and share to your friends and family members. If you didn't subscribe channel, please subscribe channel and also click the bell icon. Then the moment I post the video, it will reach you immediately. Thank you for watching this video. We shall meet again in our next discussion. Until then, take care. Love you all. Bye bye.